with this creation, it's going on. Several kalpas have taken place, and we are in present kalpa. In the kalpa itself, there are manvantaras, another unit of time, and then there are mahayogas, another unit of time within it, and yugas, another unit of time within it. This is going on now. So, what has happened? A kind of a watershed, what they call, is Krishna Avatara, who is not that much given importance in the Puranas, Itihasas and all that, is Lord Krishna. He has also come directly from Sadasiva Tattva, and he is supposed to have his own loka known as Goloka. And the jivas need not go through all these steps. They can directly go to Goloka by the upasana of Lord Krishna. There is a Goloka, and there is Goloka Adhipati is Krishna, and the Parashakti there is Radha, and directly the jivas can go, and it is a very high level loka, and he has come directly from the Sadasiva Tattva. Krishna was one who was extraordinarily anxious to see that the jivas get evolved in a fastest manner, in the easiest manner also. Where did he get that anxiety? From Sadasiva. Sadasiva, because he got into his head that he is responsible for all the jivas of the previous creation. And it is his duty to do the creation and then get them evolved. That anxiety to a large extent came down as Lord Krishna maybe. So he thought this kind of step-by-step ascent, it takes a long time, and there is a risk that once you ascend 2 steps, you are likely to fall back again, and again you have to climb up all the steps. Is there any method by which there are no steps at all, directly to reach him? Okay, directly there is a scope, but upasana is needed. That also seems to be tough, because as the time proceeds, there is a total weakness in the human beings, inability, incapability. All negative qualities creep into him. The mind and intellect takes prudence or priority over even his antakarna. So, by every means he is very weak, very incapable, and he is also overcome by emotions. And emotions are supposed to be suppressed for tapas. You can't be angry. You can't love someone too much. You can't hate someone too much. Likewise, all the human emotions are obstacles for spiritual evolution. And they took, a higher level of existence in the human beings as the time passed by. Krishna was sadly seeing it, and he made an amendment. He said, okay, all the human emotions which are prohibited, let them be directed towards me. Let them get evolved. You hate someone, don't hate someone, hate me. Don't take me as one among the 10. You hate X, Y, Z and also Krishna. No. Leave X, Y, Z out. Hate Krishna alone, you get redeemed. Love Krishna alone, you get redeemed. You are afraid of Krishna alone, get redeemed. You become a friend of Krishna alone, get redeemed. You are a devotee of Krishna, get redeemed. Any emotion directed single-pointedly with concentration and one-pointedness, reach him. That he gave a concession at the greatest boon to the creation. Was it sufficient? Even that was not sufficient. People were not capable of hating him all the time. They hated him, okay, but they hated X, another person also. That was not allowed. He should be single-pointed concentrated on Krishna. And then the level of hatred or the level of love, the level of friendship, that also was weak. They were weak in love, in hatred, in friendship, in every human emotion. We have seen how Krishna has been repeatedly attempting to give easier and easier methods so that the jiva could get the advantage. The time had come for him to return to Goloka, and as a last attempt, he thought of one method. He found out that the desire is the root cause for the rebirth, and to get redemption, the easiest way is to live without any desire. There is no need for any upasana or sadhana or yoga. It is enough if you live a life without desire. He was waiting to see how it could pass on this kind of message to the world. And he also wanted this message should be taken by lakhs of people at one stroke. At that point in time, sage Ashtavakra came to Krishna, fell at his feet, and looking at him, left his life. He merged into Krishna. He was a jnani, and he was been waiting for yugas to have this darshan, and then waiting to have his merger into Krishna. Krishna brought him out and made him take a birth as Buddha. That is the reason why Buddha had such a charm, unknown to normal people, unparalleled. People of all kinds just followed him. Great Pandits from the south went there to discuss with him, debate with him, and then try to convince him that what he has been thinking is not that good. But the moment they went and saw him, they saw the compassion and charm in him, they fell at his feet and asked for refuge, and they wanted to join him and then take sannyas. And lakhs of people followed him, kings, queens, princes, and then commander-in-chiefs, all of them. This is what has happened. And Buddha, after 14 years of rigorous tapas, found out that desire is the root cause for the rebirth, and it is enough if you live without desire to get redemption. But Buddhism did not spread as much as probably Krishna would have liked it to happen. The reason being, the social order was greatly disturbed. The kings left their kingdom, Senapatis left their army, and everybody followed him, and then everybody wanted to get redemption, and then the social discipline order was greatly disturbed. Then after nearly 500 years or so, Adi Shankara came and then re-established the Vedic Dharma with certain modifications. Sage Ashtavakra was moving around the hills, and he had the hill tribes as his disciples. He used to now and then feel, with such a knowledge that I have, I require to give this knowledge to lakhs of people who should follow me. He had that desire deep in him. Probably it was that desire that got satisfied when he came as Buddha due to Krishna's grace. Guruji used to say all the time that you need not be sorry or unhappy that your desire did not get satisfied. You should be, on the other hand, feel sad that you have to take many births to see that your desires get satisfied. So, the overall weakness in them became difficult for them even with that great concession given. He was at a point that he should think of something else which would make them evolve much easier than this, much easier. Then at that time, God knows why, he had decided to go back. He would go back clean. He would like to carry any memory of what all had been doing with the creation. So, while coming down, Krishna took Vishnu Tejas from Vaikuntha. Krishna is not Mahavishnu. The avatars, Balarama, Rama and Parasurama, they say, and not Krishna. Krishna is not considered to be avatar at all. They are not avatars of Mahavishnu. Mahavishnu has his own loka, Krishna has his own loka. So, but suppose some collector comes from somewhere to do some job here. He takes the permission of the local collector and then does something. So, likewise, when he comes into Vishnu's creation, he took Vishnu's Tejas and did some jobs like killing some unwanted fellows and all that. But he returned that Tejas back to Vaikuntha, to Mahavishnu. And this kind of his consciousness being filled with that anxiety that he wanted to hand over someone and go. He was looking for someone. His time had come for him to leave. And Sadavasava knows about it. He was looking for someone who is free. Subramanya was free then. He sent him down as a 12-year-old boy who was standing there at the time of Krishna's Niryanam. Krishna saw him and he understood Sadasiva's plan. His consciousness to help the people in a way that is much easier than all the available methods. That consciousness entered into the 12-year-old boy. And Krishna was clean and he went back to Goloka. That boy, according to our Guruji's version or Parampara's faith or thinking, is Lord Subramanya. So, Lord Subramanya, who carries the consciousness of Krishna, is known to us as Paramaguru. He is a person, always 12 years old. Even today he is alive and he is in tapas in one of the caves in Nanda Devi in Himalayan range. That cave is located maybe at about 18 to 20,000 feet altitude and normally not to be seen by anybody. Unless one is destined, he cannot locate the cave at all. And the cave is not small. It is said that the cave is so big that 10,000 people can sit in it. Such a big cave. And he is in tapas there. And every one of us who are associated with our Guruji, the last lap of our journey would be to visit him and then get merged into Sadashiva. So, our last place of destination is that Nanda Devi cave where Paramahansa Guru is still living. So, then he has with him that Krishna consciousness. And Lord Subramanya was used once or twice in the creation for doing some job which even Paramashiva could not do. But rest of the time, he was only just there. And he has no experience of what is going on in the creation. He has no experience about the ignorance of the people, what help they need, and what is to be done to see that they get evolved faster. These things he is not very well aware. But he has enough capability in him. It is said that one ray of Subramanya could redeem all the jivas of the 14 worlds at one stroke. Such a capability is there due to the Svajnana present in him. But this kind of self-help, making him evolve, making him introduce into some sadhana, then teach him something, that kind of experience he doesn't have. He has not watched the creation as how it has come to this stage. So he was looking for someone who has got that experience so that he would hand over that job to him and then retire to Nanda Devi and then nicely do tapas there. So at that moment, this Mahayogi, who has been seeing kalpas and kalpas, was, it seems, doing tapas at Vruddhajageshwar. All of you could have seen the Vruddhajageshwar temple, and behind the temple, maybe about 30 feet from there, that's the location where this Mahayogi was doing tapas. Why he chose that place, we don't know. Because it is from there the Kailas is seen. Kailas is a replica of Sadasiva Tattva, so maybe one reason why he chose that place for tapas. Paramaguru appeared before him, and in no time he could know who this person is, and he has got the man to whom he could hand over the responsibility of evolution, and then he will be confident to choose that this person would do the job. So there was a brief conversation between them, and all the capabilities or tattva in Paramaguru went into this Mahayogi. Mahayogi does not need it, but still it went in. See, jnana-wise, they don't need it. But so far as creation is concerned, that capabilities were there, and they all went into him. He is himself capable, being a Mahayogi, to do everything that anybody can do. But still, all of them went into him. And then this Mahayogi would not take any responsibility on his own. That was not the cup of tea or water. He would make Paramaguru say what he wanted to do. How could he do it? He adopted in a method very intelligent. He asked Paramaguru, do you have any message for the sadhak world? If he gives any message, that is the message that happens to be his terms of reference for him to do the job. Then Paramaguru seems to have said, Ahameva gamyam, Ahameva gamanam, Ahameva panta, Ahameva pataha. That's what it seems he said. Mahayogi said, yes, I have understood. I will use all of them to do my job. What are they? Ahameva gamyam. I am the destination. That means the sadhaks need not look for Sadasiva, need not look for Brahma to go as to their destination. Guru himself is the destination for them. They will go into Guru and merge into him. That's okay. That's journey is over. When Guru merges into Sadasiva, they will go. Till that time, they will enjoy the ananda that Guru enjoys. That's the point. That I am the destination. Ahameva gamanam. I am the travel. Ahameva pantha. I am the traveler. Ahameva pataha. I am the path. So, there is no tapas, no yajnam, no sadhana, nothing like that. Guru is the path. Guru is the traveler also. You don't travel at all. He stays in you and travels for you. So, in fact, he indicated to Mahayogi that you should become the destination. You should become the sadhak. You should be the path. you should be the travel. So Mahayogi knew how he should go about with this job.
Paramaguru gave such a message as Krishna could find ultimately that all the external means of sadhana are less effective and the internal evolution could be much faster, and also it could be made still faster by the participation of Guru himself within the sadhak.
This has happened 5,000 years ago, and needless to point out now that Mahayogi is none other than our Guruji. So our Guruji has been carrying out this over these years. But this facility, is it extendable to all? It requires again certain level of evolution so that he could come into this group where all these principles should be applied. So the waiting time is only to get the required eligibility to enter into the group. And that also this Guru, our Mahayogi, our Guruji, prepares them, makes them enter into that circle, then takes over and does his job. So there are what you can call, if you want, some circle. One circle is where all these principles which Paramaguru has said would be applicable 100%. There is another ring wherein the people are trained to enter into this group, to make them eligible. What is making them eligible so that Guru enter into him? There are certain samskaras which are to be removed. For example, you have a house full of furniture, full of all sorts of articles, and a very distinguished guest comes. Then we say, "Sir, please come in." Then he says, "How can I come in? Your house is full of articles." You remove few of them, then I can enter, and I will help you to remove the balance of it. I cannot even enter into you so that I can help you in cleaning. So the jivas are in that stage. If they have some place made for the Guru to enter into them, then the Guru would do the job of cleaning it and cleaning him also. So the waiting time is only that this man has to remove. Who has to remove? The man outside will not come inside and remove. The householder has to remove the article and at least make a small space for him to enter. Once he enters, he will do the rest of the job. So he is waiting there to see that the jivas make some place for him to enter and do his work. That is one group. So this is how the evolution is going on now. So then you can put a question. Once when he is doing the sadhana in me, am I knowing it? If I am not knowing, why? What am I doing then? I am asked to do also sometimes some puja, some japam, some kshetra darshanam and all that. What are they useful for? Such questions should crop into. When once he enters into me and he is doing sadhana, then I need not do anything at all. Or I can do anything, both. But Guruji himself gave an answer for this. Suppose there is a billionaire. All his property automatically comes to his son without any effort. It automatically comes. But still, if his son goes and works hard work, does hard work and earns some 10,000 rupees and gives it to the father, "Father, I have worked and got 10,000 rupees," he will be elated. Why? If for earning 10,000 rupees you are laboring so much, I am going to give you 1 billion rupees. How much of labor you should need? Was it possible for you to put in such labor to earn that much money that I am going to give you? So you will know the worth and value of what I am going to give you. That is the reason why he would make him work. He would not tell him, no, we are having millions with us. Why do you work, I say? Simply sit at home and enjoy. No father will say that. Every father would ask him to go and earn, know the world, know the difficulties of earning. So we are asked to do all this for earning a little merit, disproportionately so small compared to what we are going to get from Guruji. To understand how great that is before what you have earned over so much of effort and so much of time. That's the reason. That's what is going on. Then you could ask me, if he is in me, I am feeling totally normal as a human being. I am doing my office work, I am a householder, I am doing everything. The reason for that is normalcy is supposed to be maintained by you. Suppose you get into his own attitude of life. You may not like to look at your wife or children, or you may not like your job at all. You would like to sit. So he doesn't want that. He wants you to be totally normal, whereas the evolution within you goes at rocket speed so that you reach the destination within a shortest period of time. Guruji has said, I can confide in you that all around him, they have not got many births, maybe one or two at the most. All of them get redeemed. Because it is the jet speed with which he is working, sitting inside you, as per the wishes of Paramaguru.
We have seen that the Guru Tattva decided that the process of evolution in the jivas would become very fast once when it is done in the internal phase. That's a message given by Paramaguru to Guru. The jiva has three types of karmas. The prarabdha is the one with which he is running the present life. There is sanchita karma which is yet to get exhausted. And the karma that he does in this Dhamma creates further karma which is known as agami, that is supposed to be gone through in the coming births. In the internal process, the Guru is the traveler, and he travels along with the karmas of sanchita and agami towards the goal, which is Atman, and he himself becomes the Atman. Sanchita gets burnt, and agami does not get generated due to Guru's grace. So far as prarabdha is concerned, Guruji recommends that he should seek the divine grace and then lead a moral life, disciplined life, so that either the prarabdha gets diluted or his stature to take the prarabdha karma gets increased and he finds the same karma somewhat manageable.